Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, brothers and sisters.
Hold on. And we'll do this network interview.
Okay. This is being streamed live, worldwide, to our French brothers and sisters. Yes.
Now she is.
Okay. So, I'm Steve Zeltzer, and with the United Public Workers for Action, we're having this solidarity rally action today to unite with the French people, the Yellow Jackets and the French working people. We're with the people of France.
Come on, get in the picture, guys.
We're against the McCarthy government.
Get in the picture, get around and see.
The French people are fed up and have had enough of austerity. They're fed up with cutbacks and privatization of education. They're fed up with union busting and slave labor conditions. They're fed up with billions of dollars being spent for NATO. The attack on the French working class is part of a global attack. Working people around the world are under attack. In this country, millions of people are facing cutbacks in education. Millions of people are facing austerity. In San Francisco, the wealthy center of tech capitalism, thousands and thousands of people are sleeping in streets. Many are dying. They're living in tents. There are 30,000 people in tents. While you have the billionaires of San Francisco getting tax subsidies, the working people of San Francisco are suffering. Privatizing of the schools of education is going on in San Francisco and in California. So the struggle of the French working class and the Yellow Jackets is an international struggle. And the working people of the United States support your struggle. It's victory to the Yellow Jackets! Victory to the Yellow Jackets! Victory to the Yellow Jackets!
Victory to the Yellow Jackets! Victory to the Yellow Jackets! Victory to the Yellow Jackets! Victory to the Yellow Jackets!
Victory to the Yellow Jackets! Now, one thing we know about France is that they have a great long tradition of struggle from 1848 to 1879 to 1871 of the Paris Commune, to the struggle against the general strike that took place in 1968. And we're 50 years away from that, but the same issues that led to the general strike are taking place today. Ghosn, the head of Nissan, who was a criminal and a crook, while he was taking millions of dollars, he was also cutting the wages and attacking the French workers and the Japanese workers and the American workers. Nissan has made a big effort to prevent the workers in Mississippi from having a union. They want slave labor, they don't want workers' rights, they don't want union rights. So we're talking about an international struggle. We're talking about fighting the multinationals and fighting to defend working people around the world. So we'll say victory to the French working class. Victory to the French working class! Victory to the French working class! Victory to the French working class!
Victory to the French class!
Now today in the United States the government is shut down because Trump and racists and others want a wall. Well, I think we do need a wall against the crazies, the reactionaries that are running this country and running the world. Because Macron, like Trump, is spending trillions of dollars on war. The U.S. government, the Democrats and Republicans voted to spend $750 billion for war. Why do we need more money for war in this country? I mean, do people feel we need $750 billion for war?
No way.
When people are dying, when the infrastructure is falling apart in the United States? I was recently in France, in Paris, with the Yellow Jackets, and the infrastructure in France is actually working. The elevators are not broken, the escalators are not broken in San Francisco. Right here in the center of tech capitalism, the elevators are broken, the escalators are broken, people are dying in the streets, and they call this freedom and democracy. This is freedom of the billionaires to rip off people. That's what this is about. This is the freedom of the billionaires who really own San Francisco and own the world to rip us off, and we're going to stop it. So we're going to have a little music now from our brothers and sisters, from our comrades, who actually, Orient, who I was on strike with in 1968, was the one that said, let's have a rally for the French workers. So I said, Orion, you're right on. We need to solidarize with the French working people. Also, following this action, we're going to be marching to the British consulate and demanding that they not arrest Julian Assange. Because one of the things Julian Assange did in WikiLeaks is to expose the corruption, to expose the lies, to expose the war crimes of the United States. I mean, that's why they hate him so much. Now, wouldn't you know it, these politicians, U.S. capitalist politicians, are talking for the prosecution of Assange. Are they talking about the prosecution of the people that murdered in cold blood the Iraqi people? Are they talking about the criminals around the world who are ripping the people off? No, it's Julian Assange. He's the enemy.
Yes.
So welcome, Chi-Chi and Orion.
Everybody says